Welcome. My name is Joseph Blackman. I'm here with Corey Call. You are on the Bay Area Business Podcast. He is the owner and the CEO of Wholcom Corporation. So, Corey, tell us about Wholcom and what it does and how you add value to the community.
Awesome. Yeah, started Wholcom about 9 months ago, and it's a solar company that's based on developing the market in the U.S. and the world, a global market. And we increase the value to the community through growing the industry. The solar industry and the renewable energy industry, I feel, is one of the most profound industries to be involved in right now in the world. And I want to do my part, align with it, and help to grow it, and therefore helping the communities around the Bay Area.
Okay, so solar, that's kind of a buzzword because we're always trying to find a better, cleaner, more efficient energy. So what got you into solar?
Okay, so about 5 years ago, I was producing events, and I was about to have a kid, and I said, what is something else that I can do that's going to make the world a better place, that's going to be something for my kid, something that can also provide support for me in the future, next 20, 25 years. And I thought, what a better thing than solar energy. It's got a huge future, and at the time there was a ton of incentives to grow a green business in the U.S. and so I hopped on that and started learning and just taught myself through meeting people.
Yeah. So when you say events, is it like a conference, convention, or just a seminar or a meetup?
Well, sure. I've been producing events for about 15, 16 years.
Okay.
So my whole life I started out throwing parties, and then I started throwing concerts, and and then I started meeting different people through networking, through doing events.
Yeah. Nice. So you said a term that I like to use a lot, term networking. Tell us about the power of networking.
Oh man, the power of networking! Wow, that is pretty much the staple of my whole life. Networking, meeting people, meeting their people. Telling people what you're into and what and listening to them and finding out what they're into and making connections to who they need to meet, and then them connecting you to people in their network who you need to meet. And that is an infinite chain of people and relationships that build the world and build communities.
Yeah, nice. So let's dig a little deeper into the brain of Corey Call.
All right.
So what does the word failure mean to you?
It means a lot. There's been a lot of failure. I feel like I have an idea about the way that something plays itself out into the world, and then I, create something that I think is the best for it, and it doesn't work exactly as I had it planned, and so it's a small failure. And so from that small failure comes lessons, and I believe that failure is the biggest teacher in the world. I think that the best people in the world have failed thousands, if not tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of times, and it's inevitable. You can't take it out of the equation. People have to find a way to accept it and to learn and embrace it and learn from it.
Yeah. Nice. Pretty deep. So tell us your plan of growth for the next 6 months.
So January 28th, we have our first conference.
Nice.
We had a name for the conference, and as of 2 hours ago, I'll be changing the name of the conference because
2 hours ago.
I found out that the name has already been used by the Wall Street Journal, so I'm going to go ahead and change that. But basically, it's a renewable energy finance conference. So that's January 28th. And I'm producing that with an organization called the Soho Loft from New York. And so we bring together thought leaders in solar finance, renewable energy finance, solar executives, and different sort of international and national solar finance companies together. And we educate them. So that's January. February, March, going to be doing another one probably in India.
Oh, nice.
and India's on the rise for solar and renewable energy. So looking at February, March, doing one there, and then I have a development project in the Philippines that I'm getting started on, which is a solar farm, and that's going to be a 5 megawatt solar farm in the Philippines, in Manila.
That'll be good. That'll be good. So, what would your definition of success be for those conferences? What is a
success? Like? A win would be 150, 200 people.
Yeah.
It would be 50 different organizations that are involved, from speaking to sponsors. It would mean finding existing funds and people that have created $200, $300, $400 million funds and partnering them up with unsophisticated, in the sense that these other investors that have billions of dollars in the real estate industry and other investment markets, getting an understanding of what and how to make money in the solar and renewable energy finance market, and then helping those people that have those existing funds grow their funds. And then through that, my company would be involved in projects that come out of that.
Okay, nice. That's a good definition right there. So how do you give back to your community?
Well, my thought is that if we grow the solar industry space, even just in America, which is slower than everywhere else in the world with solar, that there's trillions of dollars worth of work to be done. And not very many other industries can say there's trillions of dollars of work to be done. So in this country, we need a new economic platform along with the environmental platform. And I think we're in a moment in time where those crossroads have come together. And that's what we really need. There's not one solution that's environmental that's going to just address that doesn't address the economic issue. We're at a place where those two things have to come together, and that's our solution. So I feel like if I can work on bridging that's going to help not only the Bay Area but the world in having this new industry.
You're taking a big bite into the future.
Thanks, man.
So recommend one personal development book and one business book for our listeners.
Personal development, I'd probably think the first person that pops in my head is Anthony Robbins. Tony Robbins. So I started on him, The Hour of Power. I remember that one 12 years ago when I had another company, and I would have to get up early and wake my guys up early and get us all going on this contracting company. And, I would play that, and I'd play my guys that. And, The Hour of Power. So, waking up and taking care of yourself first thing in the morning every day, that's personal development for me. Self-care, you can't leave that out, especially in leadership. So I would say that. And then the other business book, I would say, I can't remember the name of the book, but Chip Conley wrote some books that have to do with Rebel in a Suit. I can't remember the name of the book, unfortunately. And then anything by Chip Conley, it just has to do with emotional intelligence and balance in the workplace and leadership, and I really look up to him and his work.
Nice. So who was one of your influences, and how did they influence you? Anybody you wanted to, I guess?
Well, Elon Musk, of course. Elon Musk is what a guy,
That's some good stuff.
Yeah, he's not done. He's just begun.
He's probably in space.
He's 44 years old, 45 years old, involved in the biggest solar company in the U.S., involved in the biggest electric car company in the world, and involved in a space company. And, he's one of a kind person. So, the type of leadership that he has and where he's leading things and how he opened his patents up to the world and how that's going to advance the world. And it's those kind of things that we really need to see more in leaders in this world. And, so I look to follow that lead.
Nice. So how can we find more about you, your cause, like a website, blog?
Sure. So wholecomsolar.com. 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 You can find out about the events on the events tab, conferences tab. You can find out about what we do, our developments, and things change quite a bit in the solar industry. So you might want to go back there. And then, of course, on LinkedIn, that's probably the best place to find me. And I do posts on there, every week or so. And those are pretty much Corey Call, LinkedIn, CoreyCall, and LinkedIn. You can probably Google those and find me pretty easily.
Nice. Okay, so my last question is always an interesting question. If you had a friend come into town and they're starving, right? They're hungry, they gotta eat. Where would you take them to get a bite to eat that best represents the Bay Area?
Well, I don't know about what best represents the Bay Area because I have been spoiled living up here in Marin County for about a year now, in San Rafael, and I got one place in San Rafael, and I don't know if they want me to put them on blast like this, but it's a little Thai restaurant called Bay Thai, and it's authentic Thai food, and I mean, it is so good. They were voted best in San Rafael for a while. Yeah.
They were like a little best kept secret.
Yeah. Little Thai food, like right on the 1st to 4th Street in downtown San Rafael.
Okay. Well, Corey, I just wanted to say thanks for taking the interview of the podcast. Guys, you can check him out at wholecomsolar.com. January 28th, he's got a conference going on. You'll see that on the website as well. And Corey, I just want to say thanks. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm behind you. I'm pulling for you. The solar thing is going to clean up the ozone layer and clean up, I guess, our carbon footprint.
Yeah.
So thanks for all you do. Then I'll see you at the top.
All right, man. Thanks, Joseph.
Yeah.